Hello, and welcome back to Everyday English, the podcast for English learners. I'm Lily.
And I'm Danny. It's great to be with you all again.
Today, we're going to talk about a very fun topic, travel. Specifically, we're going to share our favorite travel destinations.
I love this topic. Thinking about past trips is always fun, and it makes me want to plan new ones.
Me too. So, Danny, why don't you start? Of all the places you have visited, which one is your absolute favorite?
That's a tough question, but I think I have an answer. My favorite place I've ever traveled to is Costa Rica.
Oh, Costa Rica. I've always wanted to go there. What did you love about it?
Well, the main thing for me was the nature. It is so incredibly green. There are huge rainforests and jungles, and they are full of amazing wildlife.
Like, what kind of wildlife?
We saw monkeys swinging in the trees right outside our hotel, and we saw sloths, which are these very slow-moving animals. They were so cute.
Wow, real monkeys and sloths? That's incredible. It sounds like a real adventure.
It really was. We went zip-lining through the forest canopy. You're flying through the air high above the trees.
That sounds so exciting, and maybe a little bit scary.
It was at first, but the views were just breathtaking. And besides the jungle, there are also beautiful beaches for surfing and relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just the nature. It's the whole feeling of the country. The local people, they call themselves Ticos, are so friendly. They have a famous saying, pura vida.
Pura vida. I've heard that. It means pure life, right?
Exactly. But it's more than that. It's a way of life. It means being relaxed, enjoying life, not worrying too much. It's a very positive and happy mindset.
That sounds wonderful. Now, I have to ask an important question. What about the food?
Oh, the food was great. Very fresh. The traditional breakfast is called gallo pinto, which is rice and beans mixed together. It's simple but so delicious. And because it's a tropical country, the fruit is amazing. The freshest pineapples and mangoes I've ever tasted.
You're making me hungry. So, beautiful nature, exciting adventures, friendly people, and delicious food. I can see why it's your favorite.
It was a perfect trip. Okay, so now it's your turn, Lily. What's your favorite travel destination?
Well, your choice was all about nature. My choice is very different. For me, it has to be Rome in Italy.
Ah, Rome, a classic choice. A city with so much history.
Exactly. That's what I loved most. Walking around Rome is like walking through a giant outdoor museum. You turn a corner and suddenly there's a beautiful ancient fountain or a famous statue.
Right. And of course, there are the big famous sites.
Yes, seeing the Colosseum for the first time was just, wow, it's so huge and so old. You try to imagine the gladiators and all the history that happened right there. It's an incredible feeling.
I can imagine. Just standing in a place like that must feel amazing.
It really is, but okay. I know you, Danny, and you know me. The history is amazing, but the other best part was,
The food.
of course, the food. The pasta was incredible, and the pizza, but my favorite thing was the gelato.
Gelato! Yes! It's Italian ice cream, right? But better.
So much better. It's so creamy and flavorful. I'm not ashamed to say I ate gelato at least once every day, sometimes twice.
I would do the exact same thing. So you have history and food. What was the atmosphere of the city like?
It's so vibrant and lively. I loved just sitting at an outdoor cafe with a cappuccino, watching people walk by. Everyone is so stylish. There's just a wonderful energy to the city. Definitely. You don't even need a plan. Just walking is an adventure in Rome.
That sounds amazing. It makes me think. We've talked about our favorite places we've been to. What about a place you're dreaming of visiting? What's at the top of your travel wish list?
Ooh, that's a fun question. There are so many places, but I think my number one dream destination would have to be Japan.
Japan. Great choice. What draws you to it?
I'm fascinated by the culture. It's this incredible mix of ancient traditions and futuristic technology. I'd love to see the old temples in Kyoto, but also experience the craziness of Tokyo.
And the food, I bet.
Oh, absolutely. I want to try real, authentic ramen and sushi from the source, and I've heard the street food is incredible. What about you, Danny? Where's your dream destination?
For me, it's Egypt. I've been fascinated with ancient Egyptian history since I was a kid. Seeing the pyramids and the Sphinx in person would be a dream come true.
Wow, that's another place with incredible history. I can see why you'd want to go there. Just standing in front of something that has been there for thousands of years must be mind-blowing.
Exactly. And I'd love to take a cruise down the Nile River and see all the ancient temples along the banks. It would be like traveling back in time.
That sounds like an unforgettable trip. Do you think you'll ever go?
I really hope so. It's one of those bucket list trips I need to make happen someday. Same for you in Japan?
Definitely. We'll have to save up our money. It's nice to have those travel dreams, though. It gives you something to look forward to.
It really does. And while we're dreaming, let's share some wisdom. If our listeners are planning their own adventures, what's your number one travel tip?
That's a great tip. Mine is to be flexible. Don't overschedule your trip. Sometimes the best moments happen when you get a little lost and discover something unexpected.
So true. Some of my best travel memories are from times when things didn't go according to plan. It's all part of the adventure. It's funny, our choices are so different. Mine is all about wild nature and adventure.
And mine is all about ancient history and city life.
But there is one very important thing they have in common.
Amazing food.
Exactly. Good food is essential for a great trip.
That's true. And I think both places have a special atmosphere, that relaxed, pura vida feeling in Costa Rica and the vibrant, historic feeling of Rome.
Right. I think that's what makes travel so special. You get to experience a completely different way of life.
I agree. It opens your mind.
Well, that was a lot of fun talking about our favorite places. It makes me want to look at plane tickets right now.
Me too. And we hope our listeners enjoyed hearing about our travel experiences. We hope it was a good way to practice your listening.
And maybe it gave you some ideas for your own future travels.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us on Everyday English.
We'll be back next week with a new topic. Until then, keep practicing. Bye, everyone.
Bye.